Hello everyone, so I will be doing my October TBR. So I usually don't like doing TBRs because it puts a lot of pressure on myself, and sometimes I pick out a book and then I don't end up wanting to read it, and then I become disappointed in myself that I didn't get through all the books I wanted to. But like I said, I love October and Halloween, so I chose out 4 books that are mystery horror type books that I want to read in the month of October, so let's get started. So the first book I picked out is Byrd Box by Josh Malerman. So this is labeled as a post-apocalyptic horror fiction novel. So this is about how there is something out in the world that when a person sees it, that person will be driven to a deadly violence. So this takes place 5 years after the monster or whatever it is comes out. So there's only like a handful of survivors left, including Mallory and her 2 children. So Mallory has been living in an abandoned house near the river. So one day she decides that her and her children need to go out and find a safer place. So they take a rowboat and sail across the river with blindfolds on to discover if there is a safer place. So this book just sounds so creepy. So the second book I want to read is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. So this is labeled as a YA thriller book. So this follows Makani, who is living with her grandmother, and she's been living with her grandma for a year since a haunted past back in Hawaii. Soon, one by one, students in her high school begin to die in a series of gruesome murders. So this just sounds like a fun, easy read horror book, which I think I will enjoy. So the third book I picked out is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. So this is labeled as a young adult mystery horror novel. So this follows Audrey Rose Wadsworth. So after the death of her mother, she becomes very interested in death and wants to understand it. So soon this leads her down to the investigation of the serial killer Jack the Ripper. So the clues bring her closer to her sheltered world. So I'm really excited about this book. Serial killers like Jack the Ripper really fascinate me, and I've seen a lot of booktubers give this good reviews. So the last book I want to read is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. So this is labeled as a mystery thriller novel. So this follows 2 sisters, Claire and Lydia, who haven't spoken in 20 years after the disappearance of their other sister. So things change after Claire's husband has been murdered. So they try to find a connection between their sister's disappearance and the murder of her husband. So those are all the books I want to read in the month of October. So like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!